So in 2025, what set are you looking forward to the most? I believe for me, it's going to be Aether Drift first, and then Spider-Man second. Let me know in the comments below what one you're looking forward to the most and why. And as always, welcome to our second episode of MTG Thursday Thoughts. We talk about different thoughts about Magic the Gathering, things going on. And today I want to talk about the announcement that happened about the Universes Beyond, about the 2025, and everything going forward being standard legal. And I want to have a quick conversation about that. I know some people are like, well, this is crazy, this is weird, but to me, I only have my thoughts about it. So in the past, the Universes Beyond, so you had Lord of the Rings, you had Doctor Who. You had some that were just Commander. So Fallout, Doctor Who were just Commander sets. They didn't have their own. Assassin's Creed and Lord of the Rings. Assassin's Creed had its own small little set. Lord of the Rings had a huge set. Lord of the Rings was modern and Commander legal, and other formats that follow those. And I believe that is right to do that because the power level of what the cards were in them. Lord of the Rings, there are cards that are possibly going to get banned in Modern that are still being played in Modern. Orcish Spellmasters being one, and then on top of that, you also have, instead of just Orcish Spellmasters, you also have the One Ring. Now, here's the problem, though. Someone wanted to play Lord of the Rings, and they wanted to get into Standard. They wanted to get into a 60-card format, not just Commander. They're going to have to play Modern, which is a very expensive and difficult format to get into, just Lord of the Rings. You could get in, you could play with Lord of the Rings decks, but you're just going to get overwhelmed by the super strong decks and things that are out there. So I like what we're doing here now going forward, that all sets going forward, unless otherwise said, because they'll probably occasionally do another Modern Horizons like set. They'll probably do like a Commander Masters or Commander Legends set, where we'll do like a Commander exclusive set. You'll see those kind of sets like once every couple of years coming out. But I like the fact now that everything is standard legal, because let me tell you why. It's a lot easier for a new player coming in. So we are going to get a ton of players in for Final Fantasy. We're going to get a ton of players in for Spider-Man. A ton for Spider-Man. When someone comes in and wants to start playing, if they want to play not just Commander, they want to play 60-card format, here's the thing. Now they've got to figure out, okay, how to get those decks and how to do all this stuff. And so they're trying to figure out, okay, I can't build, I don't want to play just Commander, I want to play Standard. But my Spider-Man cards wouldn't be legal in it. Let's say they did the whole Modern thing. So, no, I can't play those cards. So there was a bunch of people who were trying to get into Standard that had Doctor Who cards, that had Lord of the Rings cards, that had other cards like, oh, I'm going to play these in Standard, and come to find out, you can't. They're not Standard legal. So this is going to simplify things. When people come into Magic the Gathering, for the most part, every single set, whether it's just a normal Magic the Gathering set, or it's a Universes Beyond set. So next year we're getting 3 normal Magic sets and 3 Universes Beyond set. One that's unannounced. Hope that's like Harry Potter. Or something exciting like that. We shall see. But now when you get those sets, people can come in, they can pick them up, they can play them as Commander, they can play them and be like, oh, I want to play this in Standard. And then one thing is, from what I've noticed in the talks that they had, is they also did say that in the sets going forward, they're keeping in mind that it's Standard legal. So they're not going to be, there always are broken cards, but it's not going to be like the power level of Lord of the Rings on some of the cards because they were a modern legal set. So there are going to be like a couple cards probably in each set that are really strong, could be broken, things like that. But at the same time, they're going to be printing them knowing that they're going to be in Standard. And so that's pretty cool to see that that's going to happen. I think it's going to make things a lot easier. It's going to help getting new players into the game. And as I have been talking about for a long while now, as much as I love Commander, I want more people to play Standard. I like Standard. I like the format it's in. I like the decks that are out there. There's a lot of fun going on right now that you can get, that you can play, that you can do. And so this makes a lot of sense. Whereas in the past, it was really confusing for a person. I would come in and there would be like 8 sets in a year, and they'd come into one of the sets, but they would be like, okay, I want to play more than just Commander. They wouldn't have to go outside of that and play other sets. This way, now anyone comes in and you can play your own Spider-Man set. Now, honestly, the cool thing about Standard is a lot of decks in Standard, you can just play a one-off set from one set. So like Spider-Man, when it comes out, you could play just a Spider-Man deck, and I guarantee you it'll do all right. It may not win or do well in like an RCQ, but in your locals, it'll do well. You could build it how you want and build around it and have fun with it. That being said, this is hopefully going, some people are worried about it, but I believe this is going to be good for the format and good going forward. Hopefully getting everybody in and on the same page where we can still play Commander, you can still play Standard. These cards are going to be Pioneer legal, things like that as well. So it's going to make people be able to have more people out for different formats. So like right now, Standard, at least at my game store, there's like next to nobody to play Standard. I'm working so hard to get people to play Standard in my local area. I have some things planned hopefully over the next few months to try to do that, to help with that. Pioneer is basically non-existent in my area. Hopefully this will help as well. I'm trying to get all these kind of formats because I like playing these formats too. I love Commander. It is my favorite format, and I will sit down and play Commander, leaning more towards CDH, but I will play Commander with people. But I also like 60-card format. I like playing Modern. I like playing Standard. I like playing Pioneer because I have fun decks in there that I enjoy playing. And most of the time, with my decks that I build, I stick with the decks with the Pioneer and with Modern. They're there, and I'm going to build them. I'm not going to change them much. As far as Standard goes, I like building different decks, and so that's the fun part of it, is building different types of decks and things along those lines. And I'm looking forward to seeing the future of Magic the Gathering. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. A little bit longer video, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all of these being Standard legal and what this means for the universes, what this means for Magic, what this means for you going forward. Hopefully more of you guys will play Standard. And hey, if you've got Standard decks right now and you want to play, let's do some stuff on Spell Table. I would love to make some content with you playing online on Spell Table. We can make some videos, put them out in here, YouTube, other places, playing Standard, Modern, Pioneer. Let me know in the comments below if you want to play. I am up to playing any format. If we want to do 1v1, it's a lot more fun to play a 60-card format and easier than just Commander. So let me know. But I'm excited about all of the sets coming out. Spider-Man being the top, but also the unannounced one. I'm really curious if it's going to be something like a Harry Potter or something big, or it's going to be like a smaller Universes Beyond set, so like maybe more like a video game line or something along those lines. Godzilla, that would be cool. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this. I'm excited for it, excited for the future of Standard, and, we shall see how things go. Well, thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, we'll see you next time.